comfort zone, so here we go. Okay, so today, Anna and me and Jameson, we had the idea to just avoid studying for finals, and we were like, you know what's a good excuse to stop studying is to go to church. So we drove to Atlanta and we went to Passion City today. And it was awesome, and it was just really cool how the Lord worked it all out, first of all, because Anna had some training that she was supposed to do. Jameson was supposed to teach twirling. I was at work. I got up the nerve to ask my boss if I could leave, and she said yes. So it was cool. So we drove out there, and of course, Louis Giglio, the worship, everything's just like bomb. Sorry, I'm really nervous. I'm shaking. Anyways, Louis Giglio comes out there, and first of all, shout out to him, one of the greatest communicators of our time, and he did something incredible, and he had a sermon prepared about labeling, and he thought that he was going to get to talk about it, but the Lord just took over, and instead, he put up Agnes's name and all the names of the girls in the car accident, and he had the entire Passion City Church pray for them. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, and he just freaking brought a word, and so we're just going to try our best to reiterate it. We're nothing like Louis, but we're going to try. So, first of all, okay, so he talked about seizing the moment, and he was talking about how when Jesus died on the cross, he was in between two criminals, and one took the opportunity and one did not. One decided to follow Jesus and one did not, and that made all the difference. And for us and for the people that we know right now, we need to seize the moment. In this tragedy, we cannot focus on the death, we have to focus on the life, and because there's new life because of the earthly death that we experience. And we are walking through the valley right now, but we walk in the confidence that Jesus is meeting us right here and right now.
Yeah.
So the world, he talked about how the world gets it backwards when they try to tell the story. The world, when they talk about this, they call it a tragedy, and they say, I'm sorry you lost your friend. But if something's lost, that means you don't know where it's at, but we know exactly where those are. The world also says, they had their whole life before them. No, they had Jesus Christ before them today. When Christ died, he was 33 years old and had only been doing ministry for 36 months, but no one said, oh, his life ended too short. Even Jesus himself said, it is finished. And that is because he was fulfilling the purpose that God had called him for. So, death is not the end when you believe in something that's bigger than life. And no life that is lived for Jesus is ever cut short.
Yeah.
I got some more. He said life is about purpose and the economy of God, and it's up to us and to trust God with our purpose and plan. So tonight, we are choosing to trust God with the purpose and the plan of Agnes Kim. And if the purpose for her isn't fulfilled yet, he's going to heal her.
Yeah.
And Psalm 138:8, the Lord promises, it says, the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. You can be in the purpose and miss the moment, or you can choose to seize the day. We all have special talents, and everyone in this room has relationships that only you will have, and you have a special past, and you have a special future. Someone trusts you. Maybe not a lot of people, but someone trusts you. And most importantly, someone is going to hear you. Someone is going to hear you that isn't going to hear me, and isn't going to hear from Agnes, and isn't going to hear from Louis Giglio. Someone's going to hear you, and you have a special purpose in that. Often we miss the point. We get focused on the wrong things, but in the end, it doesn't matter what you think about me. It matters if you know Jesus. So he preached all that. He just completely ditched whatever message he had, and instead, in all three gatherings, he talked about what some would call a tragedy, but what we call fulfilling the Lord's purpose. He preached that, and then he prayed, and y'all, so many people gave their life to Christ today. Close their eyes, obviously, and if you wanted to give your life to Christ, to raise your hand, and we weren't supposed to look, but obviously we did. We looked. We were in the front, in the center, and we were literally like, we took pictures, if you want to see it. So we were those people, but y'all, like dozens of people had their hands raised, and that was was just one service, so pretty much like 7,000 people heard about Agnes Kim today and what awesome things that God is doing. And so the last thing that I want to say is Hebrews 12:29 says that God is a consuming fire. So let's burn every moment with the passion to spread the good news, because it is good news, and that is what Agnes would want to do, and that's our purpose.
Okay,